they have ended up to be one of those teams that one season one relegation, they end up leaving the top tier. And that is also a very awful experience altogether for Sea Lions. And just like they made everything, I know Coach Daniel Ejay will do something good with them whilst they play in the Division 1. So that one is clearly a huge one. And for our top 4 in the Southern Zone, Hasaacas with 36 points for the Southern Zone, Fit Ladies with 33 points. And these two teams are going to play this morning. In fact, in the next few minutes, these two teams are going to battle it out for that, that prestige, that honor of making it to the grand finale of the Women's Premier League. And Hasaacas as a team, they've managed to be there in the last, I would say, 5 consecutive seasons. And this is another huge one for them to ensure that they make everything. But the question that remains for the gods to answer, or perhaps time to tell us, is would Fit Ladies end up halting these strides of Hasaacas Ladies? And that is one key thing that all of us are looking forward to this morning. And then Berry Ladies, after the huffing and puffing, they managed to make top 4. And that is one key thing that I'm sure the hierarchy of Berry will be happy about. But I believe that Berry need to do better next season. At least, even if they should be contesting for the apex of the league table in the north, in the southern zone, it should be something that they have to do, because they've been one of the consistent teams that we've gotten in the southern zone. But what they have failed to do is to make sure that they ensure consistency in terms of their performance. And I'm sure that next season they know that they have to make things right. And then Police Ladies, after a very bad first round, they picked up their pieces and they've made the top 4. So clearly, aside everything, we've had quite a very good season altogether so far as these two zones are concerned in the 2023-2024 season of the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League.
It's been a good season for other teams, and other teams are really not happy with the way they started the league, but it really came back to haunt them. And then this is how the standing has been for the past 18 weeks of the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League. As I said, it's going to be a decider match here at the Calrindorf Park, where Faith Ladies will also be holding on to their faith to see whether they'll be making history after the dominance of Hasaacas Ladies all throughout. And we are talking even apart from that, the person who wins today as a winner takes all. And definitely on the 8th of June at the Legon Sports Stadium, they will be meeting Ampem Dako and the league leaders in the Northern Zone. So you'll be watching out to see who wins the 2023-2024 Malta Guiness Women's Premier League. The defending champions are waiting for the Southern Zone to see what is it. Is it going to be a new team that is surfacing from the Southern Zone, or is still going to be the same old story between Ampem Dakwa and Hasaacas? Only 90 minutes of our time here will tell. Esther, let's quickly delve into today's match. These two teams poised for this match is just a repeat of last season, what happened at Jendu Park, but this time it's a new venue that we are coming is in Accra and at the Dansoman Park. We know the experience of Hasaacas Ladies. How will Faith Ladies match Hasaacas at this time in point of their life?
Well, Nafisa, I would say that if you look at the previous encounters involving these two teams, Hasaacas scoring it off with Faith Ladies since Faith Ladies gained promotion to the top tier. It's been 5 competitive meetings between them, and out of these 5, Hasaacas have emerged victors on 3 occasions, one resulting in a draw, and Hasaacas suffering a defeat on 1 occasion. So clearly on paper you would say that Hasaacas are a better head of Faith Ladies, but on the field, and they're looking at the form guide of these two teams in this season and in their last 5 previous games, against the run of play, a team like Hasaacas have failed to pick a win in their last 5. They've managed only 1 win in their last 5 games, drawing as many as 4 of those games. So clearly, Hasaacas have found themselves in a very struggling position that they have failed to win, as they've always been noted for. And here they are in a reverse fixture, just like you rightly said, or like where we witnessed last season at the Jendu Park, that they had to twirl on the last day of matches before pipping Faith Ladies by a lone goal, a goal that was scored for them by Indali. I quite remember very vividly that day. And then here they are at the Dansoma Calrindorf Park, needing to seek for a draw in order to get 37 points and be guaranteed a slot in the grand finale and then a return to the grand finale for their 5th consecutive time. So clearly, it's a match to watch out for. For a team like Faith Ladies, who have in their last 5 home games, they have won 4 of these games. Yeah. And then suffering a defeat, and that was a defeat that they suffered, a lone goal in the hands of Jonina Ladies.
That was they've had 2 losses and 3 wins in their last 5 matches.
I'm talking in terms of their home games.
Okay.
For their home records, Faith Ladies have lost just a single game in their last 5 games. So clearly, they have very good performance playing at home. So Nafisa, it's going to be a very difficult one. Faith Ladies have the solid team to cause an upset. Hasaacas equally have a very good coach to ensure that he gets a very stable team and avoid defeat in today's encounter. So, Nafisa, someone like me, for instance, I'm just itching to be in the commentary position and then see how things would unfold for the next 90 minutes for the both of us.
The best results for Faith Ladies, as these two have met on 5 occasions, as a draw for Faith Ladies. They have won, and then when we are talking in terms of their home ground, Hasaacas have never beaten them at their home ground. So that is a plus for Faith Ladies coming into this fixture, and then the feel is the last match. But the difference with these two teams is they haven't scored more than 2 goal difference. It's only just 1 goal between the two. Either it's 2-1 or 1-0 or just 1-1. This is how the scoreline has been with this. And we know these two teams are eager, as Hasaacas is also trying to defend their title in the Southern Zone. Faith Ladies will also want to be the first team, as the dominance of Hasaacas, to be also the Southern Zone champions to meet Ampimdakwa. Who knows what will happen. But today, we just have a fun, and then the last dance of the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League Match Day 18, which is in the Southern Zone. Faith Ladies are holding on to their fate. Hasaacas has all it takes just to dominate and then play their own thing, and then we see how it goes. Players to make the difference. Are we talking about technical bench probably, or let's talk about the technical bench? Yes, the gaffer, Coach Yusuf Basigi, has seen it all. He's always around. And then talking about Faith, they have tried all they could. All they can get, it's just that they have home advantage anytime they are playing Hasaacas here. Is it going to manifest today, or you think the experience will be on top there?
You know what Hasaacas have always strived on in the last, and their experience in the top tier has always been how good their coach is and how they are able to have a very stable and non-chaotic defense whenever they go playing away, because we saw how they excelled when they played against Jonina Ladies. Jonina making all the incursions, creating all the chances, but Hasaacas used what they have a lot at the expense of Jonina, and that was experience and the confidence in executing what matters the most, and that was the goals. And if you are asking me for what exactly Yusuf Basigi has to do, he knows it better. Manage the team. All that you need is a draw. With a draw, you would be able to sail through to the grand finale, because looking at how things are, Faith Ladies will come all out, seeking for the goals, and that is where you need to be very tactical in your approach. Other than that, you end up being on the losing side. And for players to make the difference for these two teams, Faith Ladies as a home team have their top scorer, Sandra, who is already on 7 goals, and they will be counting on her to get them the goals in this encounter. And then again, Hasaacas, they have Mukarama Abdullahi, who is their top scorer for this season and has 8 goals under her sleeve. So clearly, these are 2 distinctive but great players that will be able to make difference for their respective teams. So if I'm to leave anything before I do join later, I would say that if you are home, you are indeed, losing a lot. You need to be here at the Dansuma Corridor Park. And if you are living around Dansuma and its environs, it's not too late. The game is here to start. Make sure you are here and then come and have a feel. Everything here is inclusive. There are a lot of attractive things as well for you to also take away with.
Predictions for the very first half, Esther.
You always put me in the
I always want to put you right on it, so because you know the team best.
Well, a draw for the first half.
A draw for the first half, so Esther says. So quickly we'll be going to the arrival of these two teams and the locker room. So Faith Ladies is the home team today, and then they will be locking horns with Hasaacas Ladies, who have been dominating the southern zone for quite almost a season, and then that is the locker room. They are coming in with yellow and then blue and their jersey, and then Hasaacas also will be coming in, and then it's just quite interesting. I'm just eager to see how this match ends because it has been a game of equal. Hasaacas would have wrapped it up when they met Police Ladies in their last match, and then it was just 1-1 all. They could have made it better, but yet they had to wait till today, the final day, to make it. Either they win or they lift up their hands to give it to Faith Ladies. And then just as you just can't talk about it, I'm just eager just to have this fixture, and then Hasaacas Ladies on your screen now, and then this is the defending champions in the southern zone, and then this is how they will be parading on the pitch today at the Carwindorf Park. 2 seasons ago, Hasaacas Ladies won with 15 points in margin, and then with 46 points, and then last season they won with just 31 points. This season they are on 36, and they are holding on to their horses to see if they could extend or just give a 6-gap lead. Only time will tell. So Hasaacas Ladies, the gaffer, Kochisi Bazigi, has all it takes to. They just need a draw just to get it, and then it's just that they will be hoping to get Faith Ladies here. You can see all the number 12 man will be helping Faith Ladies, but all the same, if you have experience, it doesn't matter whether number 12 is there or there. We will be coming on at the Carwindorf Park now. It's a warm morning, a Sunday morning, and an interesting, a big match indeed, which is going to be Faith Ladies holding on to their fates. As I said earlier on, we'll be locking horns with the defending champions, Hasaacas. They have been dominating all their lives. And then when you talk about the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League, they have won 4 times. Esther is standing by to take us through the first 45 minutes of match day 18.
It's the last day of matches in the Southern Zone, a decisive contest where the winner takes all. They were glory and failure will rub shoulders together. The final game in this zone, as Hasaacas Ladies would need a point to progress to the grand finale, whereas Faith Ladies need the win at all costs in order to stand a chance. I am your anchor for this game. I will be doing this alongside Nafisa Fatal. Do join us for the next 90 minutes. Temperature 29 degrees. A very good morning here, wherever you are joining us as the last final round of games so far as the 2023-2024 season of the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League is concerned. Which of these teams will make it to the grand finale, and how will they fare? This is a question that time can help us to answer better. In the time being, we take a look at how the various teams have lined up for this particular game. The starting lineup for these 2 teams, as they have been ushered onto the field, they hope for nothing but a victory. Hasaacas, a team that in 2021 enjoyed the best of glorious seasons ever, making it continentally, domestically, winning it all, making it to Africa, in the Waffle Zombie, winning it as well, and then again ensuring that they went to the maiden edition of the CAF Women's Champions League, and then raising high the flag of Ghana, doing so much well, emerging as runners-up. They are hoping to make it once again to the grand finale and go back possibly to Waffle, win it, and make it to CAF Champions League, the women's edition, and then rewrite their wrongs. The referees are ready for today's game, and so are the players as well. Apia Juliet has been handed the responsibility of ensuring sanity on the field of play. She will be assisted by Kosa Portia and then Linda Ayimpoka. The 4th official is Hamidou Asana, and the match commissioner is Olivia Ayayi. Faith Ladies are hoping to be the team that this time around would represent the Southern Zone in the grand finale of the Women's Premier League. Hasaacas are looking forward to do whatever they have been doing right in the last 4 consecutive seasons, making it to the finals and then winning it as well. But don't forget, in the last 2 encounters, a team like Dakon Ladies have been the winners of the Women's Premier League. Hasaacas today in their traditional green. They know the task at hand. They are counting on their top player, their top striker for this season with 8 goals, and that is Mukarama Abdullah. But standing in their way is Faith Ladies, who are in their traditional yellow, knowing the task at hand. And if you look at the focus on the face of the goalkeeper, Na Aku Alote, she knows that this is a task she needs to execute, rise up and make the massive saves. Grace Banwa, the goalkeeper, leading in terms of clean sheets, one of the most great and impeccable goalkeepers that we've gotten so far in the domestic league. She will be in goal post for Hasaacas Ladies. And she's equally the captain for the day. And as much as Fidaus Yakubu starts, the captainship of Hasaacas have been handed over to Grace Banwa, the goalkeeper. On the other hand, Beauty Abena Julius, one of the most formidable defenders in the domestic league. She is the captain of Faith Ladies. And before then, the pre-match rituals will have to take place. How best will these two teams turn out in today's encounter? A huge one, a game that both teams need to tread cautiously. They need to stay really in good shape in all their endeavors. Losing concentration for any microseconds can prove costly. The referees equally need to be apt, they need to be proactive, they need to perform more than they have always been doing. Faith Ladies in yellow, ready to kick off, and the players on the dugout have not been left out. In Africa, this is a very common ritual for footballers. Praying to the deities that they believe in. After their hard work, they believe that they need that luck to excel. Hasaacas is equally doing the same, and that is where they know that this is a difficult ground. Hasaacas last season had to fight it through on the final match day. And as such, we are having a brief temporal moment as indeed the referees have ended up, needing to change their jerseys because theirs, looking at the color, is clashing with that of Hasaacas Ladies. And as such, for that brief moment, these players would have the good time to themselves to remind themselves of what their respective technical heads have imbibed into them and what they have been told to do better, what they have been told to do best, and what they have been told to avoid. But through it all, wherever you are, it's good to have you with us. This is a decisive game, a game that needs to produce a winner. But Hasaacas will need just a draw. Faith Ladies here need the 3 points. They are 3 points behind Hasaacas Ladies in the Southern Zone, who have 36, and Faith have 33. So a win is what matters. A win is what Faith Ladies here in your short are seeking so desperately for. And based on the thoughts of the coin that was made by the official, it means that clearly Faith Ladies would be playing from left to right in the opening period, whereas Hasaacas, the western side, will be playing from right to left. Fidaus Yakubu, when they played at the Antieku Park, she had a head injury and needed to be rushed to the hospital. But fortunately for them, she is back fully fit and has been involved in games for Hasaacas Ladies. Mukarama Abdullah earlier reminding her coach that we do remember what he told us. We indeed do remember, but this is a different field and we will give our possible best. What do these two teams have for us? Is it going to be a fairy tale story where Faith Ladies will make their dream grand finale? And that is something that Yusuf Bazigi here, and you're sure the coach of Hasaacas Ladies knows the magnificence of this game, knows that his team needs to win. He knows that he needs to pick at least a point to stand the chance of making it to the grand finale. Everyone is eager, the fans are eager. Those at home enjoying this game as well with Malta Guiness are also eager to see how the game pans out. not even us in the commentary position aspect of the anxiety, of course, that this game has at hand. As the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League on this delightful, wonderful Sunday morning that we will be kicking off in the next few minutes.
As a big moment, drama, history makers, leave takers, we could do just more, but we have to leave football to be doing the talking for just one more dance here at the Carindorf Park. Is it going to be history makers, Hasaacas ladies, or leave takers? As maybe either ways, it still will be history as they will continue dominating the Southern Zone. Or is it going to be the first time Faith ladies will be lifting the trophy or the cup for the Southern Zone to make it to the final? Here we go, and then the match will be underway in a moment. Faith ladies, who are second with 33 points, will be giving the horse chase with Hasaacas, who has 36 points. But in this case, when they should win, it will be 36 apiece. But it's the head-to-head that will break the tie for these two teams. The two ladies are ready to do the job.
Do the do is what Hasaacas have once again reminded themselves. But you would ask yourself, would they be able to do the do? Whereas Faith ladies are saying, we fear no foe. Game underway in some few seconds. A lot is expected from this lady in your short, Grace Banwa. Then again, Na Aku Alote, all of them in jersey number 16. A tough game that Hasaacas would get us underway. Juliet Apia blows a whistle. Here we go. The Malta Guiness Women's Premier League. Faith ladies welcoming Hasaacas ladies here at the Dansuma Carindorf Park. And Hasaacas are indeed trying to find their way through into the half of Faith ladies. Something the Faith have done well to curb away. Free kick to Faith. And Fidaus Yakubu, who is a player charged with the responsibility of helping Mokarama Abdullahi for Hasaacas up front, is so eager to ensure that she starts on a clean sheet. Free kick for Faith ladies, quickly taken, a swung in a very long one in, a header. And then you have Vera Afo clearing the lines for Hasaacas. Hasaacas taking their time, Veronica Kuma, but Alice London intercepts beautifully. A very clumsy tackle in the early minutes on a player of Faith ladies. And that was Matilda Damois who was fouled. And obviously the player of Hasaacas is fortunate not to have gone into the books of the referee, because these are early minutes, but this was indeed a very clumsy tackle. Free kick to Faith ladies is swung in once again. Ruby Osei clears. Comfort Owusu. Hasaacas with very nervy early moments. Yusuf Bazigi indicating to his girls what they needed to do at that point. Faith ladies, it swung it into the half, but ends up eluding virtually every player of Faith. Jacqueline Osei picks it for Faith, but Hasaacas reclaim possession, taking their time to advance forward. Veronica Kuma for Hasaacas. Hasaacas in the build-up, still in possession. Fidaus Yakubu, Mokarama Abdullahi with a chance to get the first goal. But how about that clearance from Alice London of Faith ladies? Frantic early seconds. The Malta Guiness Women's Premier League live on Max TV. Emanuela Johnson, Hasaacas ladies. Hasaacas, Fatimata doing so much well to find Messi Atobra. Messi Atobra to Mokarama Abdullahi. Mokarama tries to escape away from players, but She loses out on possession to Faith Ladies as they advance forward here. Unable to pick up the ball was Sandra Donko, the top scorer of Faith Ladies. Throw in Fatimata for Hasaacas. Messi Atobra. The free kick goes the way of Faith Ladies. Julian Fafali takes it for Hasaacas, for Faith Ladies. But Fatima Fusaini, rightly rooted, trashes it away to safety. Throw it into Hasaacas. Other games were played. So far as the final day in terms of matches for the Malta Guiness Premier League was concerned, Mukarama Abdullahi with that tackle on her, and we get the first yellow card of this game, going the way of Fafali of Faith Ladies. Mukarama had a very dazzling good footwork, scraped away, of course, from over two players before the latter brought her down. Free kick, and she is in pain. So that is a shot of the fans here, including some top journalists who have made it here to the Dansuma Corridor Park. Felix Romac, Akusia J, among a host of other football administrators here present to witness this glorious game. Free kick to Hasaacas. Mukarama is back on her feet and just ready to continue with the game. It's Sunday morning, in fact, a very wet morning though, but the fans know that they need to be here. Free kick taken by Hasaacas. Alice for Faith. Alice in a contest with Messi Atobra, Fidalsi Akubu. Esther Yadom for Faith, but it's headed back in by Abiba Isa. Hasaacas with the first shot on target. Na Aku Alote does what is needed. She gathers for Faith Ladies. Na Aku Alote, a goalkeeper that took over from Grace Banwa when Faith Ladies joined the top tier of the Women's Premier League, having been injured for more than a season long, and it's yet to make a full return to action for Faith. Free kick, and that was the challenge on Portia Nana Prempe of Faith Ladies. Faith Ladies with the free kick. Alice with a long one in. Vera Afo trashes. Alice sent it back. Comfort Owusu. Faith Ladies get possession. But Vera Afo clears. So these two teams, if there is something they are doing better, it's the fact that they are avoiding conceding early goal. Fatima in a haste to get it underway. If you are looking for teams that have character, they have that charisma, always are able to manage games even under immense pressure, then that is Hasaacas Ladies. Faith Ladies, Jacqueline here. But free kick against Faith. The Malta Guiness Women's Premier League. Hasaacas Ladies, Comfort Owusu, as against Jacqueline. Comfort to Mukarama. But Alice, it's well positioned for Faith Ladies. Hasaacas leaving the throw ball advantage, of course, for Comfort Owusu. Mukarama Abdullah here, Messi Atobra, but Na Aku Alote once again doing what is right in goal post for Faith Ladies. Don't forget, all other games have been played. So far as the 2023-2024 season of the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League is concerned, this is the only game left for us to have a rep in the grand finale. And Pim Dakwan ladies are already waiting for the team that would emerge victors in this contest. Hasaacas ladies, Efiabuedu Chumwa for Faith. Matilda Damoa throw in to Hasaacas ladies. Comfort Owusu. Comfort doing so much well to find Veronica Kuma, Jacqueline Mbapewa Osei of Faith. She was formerly in the northern zone. Alice, but Ifia Bwedu Chumwa couldn't pick. It goes behind. Through it to Hasaacas. Fidals Yakubu, go kick. Go kick to Faith ladies. The Malta Guiness Women's Premier League. Na Aku Alote. Habiba Isa with a good header. Fidals Yakubu back to Messi Atobra. Messi Atobra in the half of Faith ladies. She strikes once again. Na Aku Alote gathers. So you look at the first three attempts of Hasaacas, all have been on target for the team. Another great strike there from Messi Atobra of Hasaacas. Goal kick. If you just tuned in, you are watching the live coverage of the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League, the final round of matches. In fact, the match day 18, a game between Faith ladies who are in yellow playing against Hasaacas who are in green. Faith ladies, Habiba Isa. And Habiba is one of the solid players of Hasaacas ladies. She came in just when Janet Ejiri left the shores of Ghana. Jacqueline for Faith. Great interception from Vera Afo. Dead ball situation at the moment. Habiba Isa. Habiba to Fidals Yakubu. What's the decision? Referee points to the spot kick. Referee points to the spot kick. Early advantage. Belinda Ofori with that great dashing run up front, of which she ended up clattering into both the goalkeeper and another player of Faith ladies. That was Beauty Abena Julius. Penalty is the decision of the center referee. A chance for Hasaacas ladies to take the lead. If they manage to get a goal through the spot kick, it would mean that definitely they would have a calm nerve approaching the rest of the minutes of the game. And that would equally mean the Faith ladies have a very difficult task at hand. It would be a very tall order for them. Hasaacas indeed forewarned Faith ladies on a number of occasions, but Faith failed to arm themselves. Penalty to Hasaacas. Mukarama Abdullah with a chance to extend her number of goals this season to 9 goals. Mukarama against Na Aku Alote. And if you are asking or seeking for the conversion rate in terms of what Mukarama does when it comes to converting of such spot kicks, well, she has 100% so far. Mukarama against Na Aku Alote. Mukarama 6 for the goal, and she gets. Hasaacas ladies take the early lead here in what others thought to have been a Lions den. Hasaacas 1, Faith ladies 0. Mukarama converts and ensures that she maintains a 100% record in penalty takes. Beautifully done. She went for the top corner. Great goal by all standards. Mukarama puts Hasaacas in the lead. Hasaacas 1, Faith ladies 0. So Faith need to start from the scratch. They need to first and most importantly get the equalizer before possibly seeking for the win. Belinda for you once again. Belinda. But Faith ladies do well this time around. Faith. Matilda Damua. Esther Iadom. Alice for Faith. Alice. Jacqueline. And she misses out once again, but Naaku Alote. Throw in to Hasaacas. Fatima Fuseni of Hasaacas ladies. A player who has earned a numerous number of call-ups to the senior national women's team, the Black Queens of Ghana, since Nora Haftel took over. And whenever she was given the responsibility, she does better. Fatima Fuseni's effort, and that Naaku Alote nearly gifted Hasaacas the most important second goal to seek their position. Habiba Isa. Belinda fails to get it for Hasaacas. Habiba Isa once again. And Belinda Ofori is fouled. Habiba Isa in the famous number 4 jersey of Hasaacas ladies. Another free kick. And I'm sure this is a set piece that Fidaus Yakubu would fancy for Hasaacas if only it's given their way. Beauty Abena Julius. Rubio Ose heads it away. Belinda Fori to Mukarama Abdullah. Belinda gets it back. Free kick. Free kick. Free kick to Hasaacas. And Fidaus Yakubu will take this free kick for Hasaacas ladies. Fidaus is a very good set piece taker as well. Comfortable for Hasaacas. Mukarama Abdullah awaits for the ball. She does well to get a shot on target, but is well saved by Naaku Alote. Goal kick. Abiba Isa. Matilda for Faith. Fatima gets it. Fatima to Comfort Owusu. Fidaus Yakubu. Free kick. Faith ladies haven't been able to settle fully in this game. They found themselves in a very difficult situation. where they need to rise out of their despair moments and glitter, because it's either now or never. Abiba Issa. Abiba with a long one in for Hasaacas. Fidaus Yakubu to Mukarama. Hasaacas with a chance here. Free kick. Free kick to Faith Ladies. Comfort Owusu wins. Hasaacas Ladies free kick at a very glorious position. Free kick. And Comfort Owusu. Comfort Owusu is awaiting support from the medics before she might possibly be able to continue with the game for her side. But until then, these fans, most of which are here to see their team glitter, with hope to see how the final minutes of this game unfolds. Before this game and the last 5 games of Hasaacas, Ladies in their last 5 games, they've won when it comes to winning on the road. They have indeed won only 1 and then drawn 4. Free kick. Fidaus Yakubu, Messi Atobra, Belindo Fori, any of these players can effect this free kick for Hasaacas. The coach of Faith Ladies would have a lot of talks to do during the recess. And this on any fateful day, if Fidaus Yakubu gets her technique right, might be able to double the lead of Hasaacas through this set piece. Free kick. Referee still insisting for sanity in the 18-yard box before the free kick is taken. Fidaus Yakubu, she strikes and it rattles the crossbar. I said before it was taken that any day, any moment, this is where Fidaus won't indeed do well in such executions. She was only denied by the crossbar. Throw it into Faith Ladies. Faith Ladies on 33 points in their last 5 games. Playing at home, they've won 4 and lost only 1. And that defeat was in the hands of Jonina Ladies. Beauty Abena Julius. Mukarama Abdullahi. Mukarama sprouts away. She gets free kick. Mukarama Abdullahi wins a free kick for Hasaacas. She skipped away beautifully from Beauty Abena Julius. Matilda Damwa came to support. But Mukarama ended up getting the better side of these two players. Free kick, and Fidaus Yakubu is at the heart of it once again. When you're playing against Hasaacas as a team, aside doubling your effort in terms of your performance, you also need the luck. Fidaus Yakubu for Hasaacas. The famous 2021 year of Hasaacas. A long one in. Messi with Mukarama managing to get a header which was on target. the famous 2021 season of Hasaacas ladies. That was when they conquered domestically and went ahead on the global stage. And there again, they also excelled in the maiden edition of the Confederation of African Football's introduction of the Women's Champions League. They ended up as runners-up. Free kick to Faith. And Faith ladies are yet to get a shot on target. It's been over 25 minutes of action, and it's Faith ladies, the home side, in yellow 0. Hasaacas ladies, the away team, in green 1. Free kick to Faith ladies. Great header by Ruby Osei for Hasaacas. Hasaacas, Belendo Fori. Belendo on the ascendancy. Sends it in. Mukarama fails to control. Faith ladies would clear. Don't forget, other games were played across the match venues for the match day 8. Sea Lions suffered a 2-1 defeat in the hands of Asiam Socrates. But a bit of details on this game is that both Sea Lions and Asiam Socrates have been relegated in the southern zone. Police ladies suffered a 1-0 defeat in the hands of Berry ladies. Janina ladies beat Army ladies by a lone goal. Soccer intellectuals beat Lady Strikers by 2-0. In the northern zone, both Prisons and Northern ladies grew goalless. Kumasi Sports Academy beat Ampim Dakwan ladies by a lone goal. Tamale Super ladies drew 1-1 with Pelpia ladies. Hasaacas, Belendo Fori. Belenda with a chance to make it to Belenda after twisting and turning. Mukarama, and it's on target. A sublime goal by Mukarama Abdullahi to get her the brace. The two ladies are doing the job here at the Dansoma carried off park. 2-0 to be good, 2 goals to be good. And that goal meets that unconfined joy in the half of Hasaacas ladies. Mukarama getting 2 goals in 30 minutes. And that has to be credited to this splendid work done by Belendo Fori. The first attempt by Mukarama was blocked before the second one found its way smoothly into the net to make it 2 for Hasaacas ladies. Good control to set up Mukarama. And as it said, that if you throw with the first, go with the second attempt. And Mukarama did just that. Mukarama with 2 goals for Hasaacas ladies. A tall order at the moment for Faith ladies. I'm wondering what would be going through the heads and the minds of course, the technical bench and supporters of Faith ladies who thought that this was going to be their day. Comebacks are possible in football. But to do such a comeback on one of the experienced sides in the league is going to be very miraculous. Throw in to Hasaacas. The Malta Guiness Women's Premier League. Ampim Dakwan ladies, by this moment, I'm sure are so much glued to their TV sets, knowing that it is another clash with our familiar nemesis. The way Hasaacas have been executing the goals unforgivingly, you would definitely realize that that is how and that is what they had in mind before coming. I stated earlier that if there is any team if there is any team that knows how to play so much under pressure, that team is Hasaacas ladies. Fed ladies. Fatima. Throw in. Fed ladies gain promotion into the top tier of the Women's Premier League in the year 2021. They came along, Army ladies, as the two teams during that season to have gained promotion. And that was when Immigration ladies were relegated. And since Immigration went on relegation, they haven't made a comeback again to the top tier. The dejected countenances of the fans of the home side, they know that in as much as they have the next over 50 minutes of action, including the second period, it's going to be very difficult for them. Throw-in quickly taken by Faith ladies. Matilda, goal kick. And Grace Banwa hasn't been called to action because there haven't been any shot on target from the home side Fed ladies. Fatima Fusaini, Beauty Abena Julius Clares, Abiba Isa, Abiba back to Fatima Fusaini, Alice, to now Aku Alote, her goalkeeper. Esther Yadam to Jacqueline Osei. Jacqueline. Sandra Donko is yet to have a touch in the final third of Hasaacas. Comfort Owusu. Comfort lays out a very good pass to find the feet of Mercy Atobra, who has the chance to extend the lead. She comes up with us dip, but is well saved this time around by Na Aku Alote. Corner kick. The penalty area of Faith ladies have been peppered from all angles. Mercy Atobra doing it on the right side, and so is Belinda Ofori equally doing it on the left side for Hasaacas. So they've gotten very good wings, and that has made penetration into the half of Faith ladies very easier for them. Corner kick taken by Hasaacas is floated in, and another howler from goalkeeper Na Aku Alote. Abiba Isa back to Fidaus Yakubu, who sent it back in for Hasaacas. Beauty Abena Julius crashes. Jacqueline with the possession ends up giving it away to Fidaus Yakubu. Mercy Atobra twisting and turning, but fails to find the feet of her teammate. Faith ladies. Faith. Efia Wedu Chumwa. Efia Wedu Chumwa for Faith, and they fail to find very good feet in front of their opponents. Mukarama Abdullahi, well set here by Belinda Fori, but Mukarama this time around couldn't time her run. It goes against her. Advantage going the way of the home side. And just to remind you that this is the final game for the season. The grand finale would take place on the 8th of June at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. And that day is going to be double header where two teams would contest. It will be the grand finale of both the Women's FA Cup as well as the grand finale of the Women's Premier League. For the FA Cup, 2 finalists have already been confirmed. The FA Cup is going to be a battle of the security services. Faith Ladies, Army Ladies would square it off with Police Ladies on that day, and that game is on the 8th of June at 4 p.m. at the University of Ghana. And just when they are done, the second game will take place, and that game is the grand finale of the Women's Premier League. For now, Ampem Ladies are already in the grand finale, and Faith Ladies here, if they fail to get the equalizer and possibly cause an upset, Hasaacas would make their way back to the grand finale of the Women's Premier League. But until then, it is going to be quite some moments and few months that fans would have to miss their players. Ifia Boedu Chumwa for Faith, Jacqueline, Faith Ladies, Sandra Donko, Sandra for Faith, Sandra, Faith Ladies, and Grace Bauer even had to use her leg to control that ball. If only Confident had a synonym, it will definitely be Grace Bauer. So confident in goal post. Goal kick. Goal kick to Hasaacas. Belendo Fori. Comfort. Fatima to Vera Bain. Hasaacas. They have gotten a very good, solid defense. Throw in. The Malta Guiness Women's Premier League, live and exclusive, of course, on Max TV. But don't forget that the Women's Premier League enjoyed live coverage of games right from the 2021-2022 season. And since then, all games of women's football have been live on TV. It has been brought to the doorsteps of football-loving fans across the globe. Throw it in to Hasaacas, and Fatima will take it for there. Throw in. Another throw in this time around to Faith Ladies. And Fatima clears. Before the commencement of this game, Faith Ladies were seeking for greatness. But as it stands, they are trailing by 2 goals. Goals scored by Mukarama Abdullahi for Hasaacas. Jacqueline Osei. Hasaacas. Sandra fails to get it. Comfort Owusu for Hasaacas Ladies. Fidaus Yakubu. Fidaus to Mukarama Abdullahi, and she has Beauty Abena Julius to contend with. And the latter gets the advantage. Free kick. Mukarama Abdullahi was the player that had that important goal for Ghana during the All-African Games. In the grand finale, when they had Nigeria to contend with, it was Mukarama Abdullahi that had that great goal for Ghana. And that goal is what won Ghana gold in the All-African Games that took place earlier this year. A temporal break at the moment. Sheer euphoria here pouring for everyone gathered here at the Dansuma Carried-Off Park for the match, the 18th, the final game of the season. Fidaus Yakubu. Fidaus Yakubu being carried off the field. When the job becomes a bit tougher and you have a director that always is on your necks. And always loves to have a presence in your life, that means you need to do the job better. Throw it into Faith Ladies, who are trailing by 2-0. Faith Ladies. Efiabwedu Chumwa, Portia Nana Prempe fouls Fatima Fusaini. A long effort there from Emanuela Johnson. Before Nana Prempe Portia fouled Fatima, which ended Hasaacas that free kick. Throw in to Faith Ladies. Fafali for Faith, but Vera Clares. Free kick to Faith Ladies. Emanuela Johnson gets free kick for Faith Ladies. Would Faith Ladies be able to convert and at least have their deficit reduced? She was clattered into by Veronica Kuma. Grace Banwa. Grace trying to get a very solid wall before the free kick is taken. Alice is behind the ball for Faith Ladies. They need to get a goal at least before the first period ends. Alice to convert for Faith Ladies, on target, but this is a fragile one that wouldn't cause any havoc at all to Grace Banwa. High boot against Mukarama Abdullahi. Free kick. Alice to take for Faith Ladies is the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League match the 18th. In 2 weeks' time, the grand finale will take place. A place to be on the 8th of June will be at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. 2 great finales to witness. The FA Cup between Army Ladies and Faith Ladies, which is at 4 p.m. on the 8th of June. And then the grand finale, Faith Ladies in the half of Hasaacas. Faith Ladies, a shot well saved by Grace Banwa. Effort there from Faith Ladies, Emanuela Johnson. Faith Ladies, so that was their only second shot on target. All the Faith need is a significant touch in the final third of Hasaacas. Fafali for Faith. Fafali, but Abiba Isa. Fatima gets it. Emanuela Johnson for Faith. Goal kick. Faith ladies having a pale shadow of themselves in terms of performances. They haven't been able to create clear-cut opportunities that could possibly earn them a chance of reducing their deficit. They've been completely and utterly dominated in terms of the scoreline. They are trailing by 2-0. They need to gather their momentum and rise against all odds and perform better. Goal kick. Goal kick to Hasaacas ladies. Osei, Ruby, Beauty Abena Julius. But for the aerial duels, Hasaacas have won massively against Faith. Fidaus Yakubu. Fidaus to Comfort Owusu with that half volley of a pass. But Beauty Abena Julius. Messi Atobra. Messi loses out to Emanuela Johnson. Faith ladies. Portia Nana Prempe for Faith. Faith ladies, a shot on target, but is parried to safety by Grace Banwa. Anytime Grace Banwa is called to set an action, she always, after making that huge save, need to remind her defenders to be up and doing and not expose her. 2 minutes of additional time. Two minutes of additional time. Penalty taken. Hasaacas clear their lines. Balindo Fori to Mukarama Abdullahi. Faith ladies. Ruby Osei with the clearance. Just when Sandra Donko was lurking around with intent for Faith ladies. Efiabwedu Chumwa for Faith to Sandra Donko. Efiabwedu Chumwa. Efiabwedu back to Sandra and Faith. Throw in to Faith. A team that their coach would have a lot to discuss with them during the recess. Mukarama Abdullahi, Mukarama. Messi Atobra at the end of it. Referee Juliet blows her whistle to end proceedings for the first period here at the Dansuma Carried Off Park, March the 8th, in a decisive contest between Faith ladies and Hasaacas ladies. And it is Hasaacas, the away team, who are 2 goals to be good after the first 45 minutes, with this goalkeeper, Grace Banwa, making crucial saves to ensure that she maintains her good and impeccable record of having the most clean sheets in this season. It ends for the first period. Faith ladies 0, Hasaacas ladies 2. This is how the two teams were ushered onto the pitch. as they were glory and, of course, failure are set to rub shoulders together. And they were they needed to rise up against all odds and perform with the home team who are in yellow. That is Faith Ladies needing all the luck and good performance to ensure that they beat Hasaacas. Sandra began with his early opportunity for Faith Ladies, but Faith did well to clear their lines. The first challenge before Mukarama Abdullahi had a shot on target for Hasaacas. After seeking for most of these chances and getting them, Messi Atobra here managed to send a very good one in before Naaku Alote gathered for Faith. Belinda had the penalty here for Hasaacas Ladies. She had the first important touch, and Mukarama Abdullahi converted from the spot kick Soviets to put Hasaacas in the lead. After getting the early goal, Hasaacas needed to manage the game, and that they did, creating the chances and getting what was needed. In the first 45 minutes, Fidaus Yakubu was denied by the crossbar through this attempt before Mukarama Abdullahi had another advantage for her side. Fidaus still came on and get the ball for her side. Belinda Ofori had two important controls here to set up Mukarama Abdullahi, whose first attempt after it was blocked came up with a second, and this time around found its way into the back of the net to double the lead for Hasaacas Ladies. Mukarama executing unforgivingly. So that was the second goal for Hasaacas, and after that Faith Ladies needed to come out strongly, and that made them vulnerable behind, with this other attempt of Messi Atobra being saved by Naaku Alote. The goals that they had did not stop them from saying that they needed to defend. They went all out, and Faith needed to do better out of necessity in order to stand a chance of rather being in the grand finale of the Women's Premier League and not Hasaacas. The only time the Grace Bauer was called to action, she performed in a very good way. So it ends for the first period here at the Dansuma Karidov Park. Faith Ladies 0, Hasaacas Ladies 2. Over to Nafisa for the first.
How is your design?
It's coming. The twilight of the Ghana Premier League season approaches. The two biggest clubs in Ghana go head-to-head once again in a battle of prestige, honor and pride. Two embattled coaches under pressure. Ogun versus Ouattara, Kotoko versus Hearts. One venue. Repeat or revenge. This Sunday, 3 p.m. Live on Star Times Channel 247.
Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
La Liga is back! Get ready for the excitement of La Liga on Star Times in stunning HD at affordable rates. Star Times brings you the best of the Spanish Football League right to your screen. Don't miss any of the 380 matches of the upcoming 2024-2025 season and beyond. All with English commentary. Grab your Star Times decoder today for stylish football at unbeatable prices. Witness the incredible skills and pace of your favorite stars. Jude Bellingham, Robert Lewandowski, the Williams brothers, Vinicius Jr., the sensational Lamine Yamal, and many, many more ballers. It's a new season full of thrills on Star Times.
Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
The Confederation of African Athletics Region 2 Seniors Championship is here in Accra, Ghana from the 4th to 5th of June 2024. So get ready for the ultimate athletics showdown featuring the very best athletes from the sub-region and 15 African nations. It's a battle for glory and honor, as well as the last route to the Olympic dream in Paris. Come and witness the lightning fast 100 meters, the endurance demanding 800 meters, the highly technical long jump, and the
It's halftime here at the Carwindorf Park, where Hasma we go do. The two ladies are doing justice in the very first half as they've taken the lead 2-0, all courtesy Mukarama Abdullahi. First half, good for Hasaacas ladies. That is what they know how to do best. Faith ladies are yet to come to the party.
Well, Anavisa, I could say that Faith, from the blast of the whistle, we realized that they were not doing what they were supposed to do tactically. But when you check your records, you realize that Faith playing at their home venue, they don't do much well. They've been able to gather points away from home in most of their recent games. And we also have to know that playing Hasaacas on the natural turf is like playing them in their own home grounds. So I could see that tactically, Hasaacas took their chances, and then you could say they took their chances early in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Is that the experience is counting on the field of play here at Dansuman, or is just Faith ladies who are yet to find their rhythm?
Yeah, Faith ladies are yet to find. You could see during the last embeds of maybe during the last getting to the 5 minutes to end the game, you could realize that they came back into the game. Now, all these games that they are playing now, you realize that this game will be won on the bench tactically. Playing against an experienced coach like Coach Yusuf Baziki, coming all out from Takra Adijendu to this place, I know he's come with a game plan. So it's left with the technical bench of the Faith. If they really want to win this game, then they have to really prepare tactically to play to win this game.
The second half, 45 minutes all to play for Faith ladies. Do you think there's a chance? Is there going to be a difference from what we've seen in the very first half?
I don't think. Well, it's basically it depends on the technical team of Faith ladies. You realize that they had wanted to do a very quick change during the last embeds of the game. The girl who's supposed to come in, it's a very good chap. She won the game when they went to Cape Coast last weekend. Very excellent chap. When she has a very good crossing ability and stuff. So when the coaches have seen the game, I could see even on the field of play, they were able to do some swift changes which have pushed the Hasaacas team back. So going forward, if the coaches are able to plan tactically and get the players at the right spot, I think they'll be able to come back and then get this match on board. So I think they are doing so well. Faith is also doing well.
Hasaacas at the blast of the whistle were just relaxing comfortably, just soaking in pressure. What do we think the game plan was for? Because it was an early goal in the 12 minutes where they had that sport kick. looking at Coach Yusuf Bazigi and his tactics, what really went well for them in the very early minutes?
Well, you realize that playing against a team like Hasaacas, when you have tactically player to player, they are on top. When you give Mukurama a single minute, a single chance, she's going to bury it. So, if ideally Faith wants to come in, I realize that they wanted to mark out Mukurama out of the game, but she's doing a lot of running. She doesn't stand at one place. So that is why I always stand on the point that they should have to plan this game tactically. The mentality, I think what I'm seeing from where I sit, I realize that mentally how the Faith people came into the game, they were like, get Mukurama, get her out of the game. But she's not standing, she's not a static player. She moves around the pitch. So she comes in and goes out. She comes in and goes out. So if they're able to map out Mukurama out of the game, then probably they'll be able to win the game.
Looking at the movement of Mercy Atobra and then the young chap who has been turning the defense of Faith Ladies, which is Belinda Ofori. Look at how the interpositional play have been. How do you assess the performance of these three up front? Looking at Belinda, Mercy Atobra, and then Mukurama joining in sometimes, just had to drift in and then just join in the attack.
Yes, let's also come to that. Before any attack would start from the midfield, Fidaus is doing a very good job because she's the one supplying them all the good passes. Atobra on the left-hand flank is doing marvelous. She's doing a lot of running and supplying Mukurama top front. So you realize that if they want to capitalize on Hasaacas, then they have to also capture the midfield where they don't have the loose balls flowing to Atobra and the likes of Mukurama. So I think going forward, they will do. It depends on the 10 team. That's it. For me, that's how I see the game.
All the 50-50 balls has fallen to Hasaacas. Is it that they are positioning themselves well and then just trying to just attack? Because taking control over the midfield automatically gives you the arrowhead to have a clear catch and then create more chances. They have created chances. They have taken it. Faith Ladies, they have sat too deep, even though they have the ladies, they have the young ladies to do the work. Is it a kind of pressure that, or I really can't see Faith Ladies in this game? The way they play, the way I always see Faith Ladies today, it's just that something is really missing. What is really missing in the hearts of?
Well, what is really missing is is normally games are being won from the bench. You see, what the coaches tell them, what they let them know is what they come to exhibit on the field of play. So what I see is that what the coaches tell them, you see, they were like, Hasaacas has nothing to lose. So when they even draw, we have to go and win. Instead of them to relax and possess the ball, do the ball work, and the score line itself, the goals itself will come. When you realize during the first half, 5 minutes before the end of the game, you realize they were possessing. And so they mounted pressure on the Hasaacas team. So you realize that when they're able to do more of that, I think the game will change. And I think
more of that, the game will change. How within the next 45 minutes, Faith Ladies have got their faith in their hands to overturn the score line. How possible, how best will Faith Ladies be able to turn the score line?
Yes, like we already said, dealing with Hasaacas, the whole Hasaacas, and dealing with Yusuf Bazigi, he's an experienced coach, we all know. So I think he's also going to strategize during the second half. And looking at the way Faith has also come in, he's going to give him a game plan for him to map out a strategy for him to hold the Faith squad. But then, if they open up again, I'm sure Bazigi will be able to punish them again. He's with 2-0, but I don't think it's over.
It's 2-0, it's not over. No, so are we going to see more goals in the second half? Or you think Yusuf Bazigi will just have to manage what he's got on his sleeve now?
There'll be more opportunities if both sides don't map up their strategies well. Goals may come in, but if Hasaacas should sit down for them to equalize these goals, I don't think the coach that we are looking, but tactically I know Yusuf would work out on that.
Football is a match of uncertainty, but are we looking at it that Faith Ladies in an angry manner because they were nervous in the very first half? If they are to be pep talk well in this second half, what is the best chance you are looking at for Faith Ladies? Because this time around it's just Hasaacas ladies who are on the winning streak. We are looking at Faith Ladies, how to do a comeback. Is it possible? Is it not possible? How should they manage the game?
Yeah, we've seen Faith Ladies come back in numerous games, you understand? So I think tactically they have watched it, so they have seen it. So I think as they've gone to their local rooms, as they are coming back, they are going to also work out and then how the coach is going to talk to them. They are going to prepare them mentally for them to come to the place. So when they come out, we are going to see difference. With the likes of Coach Fanny, he's also a very good coach. He's going to speak to them. I think they are going to do so well in the second
Which
half.
players are we looking at to make the changes?
Well, we have players like we have most of their players like
So let's look at Faith Ladies.
Yes.
We have Abna Caesar, we have Portia, we have Jacqueline, we have Sandra Donko in there, Efia Chume, Alice London, Esther Samoa Emmanuel Johnson, and Matilda Dumont, and then Juliana Vovo.
That's for Hasaacas. That's what.
That is for Faith Ladies, because Hasaacas right now, I think they just need to manage the game.
Yeah.
But we are looking at the players who could make difference in Faith Ladies on their lineup.
We're looking at they have very, but this Zinara Abdulrazak is a very good chap who is coming in to make a lot of difference, and I know her capabilities and I know what she can do. Very excellent chap.
Very excellent chap. We are looking at how would Faith Ladies be able to hold on to their faith to see if they can change the scoreline in the very second half. This is Faith Ladies have their own faith at their home background, and then Hasaacas also in the comfortable lead, and then they have nothing to worry in the second half. You can see they have dominated the southern zone for quite a very long time, and then we'll be quickly moving to Esther, who will be taking us through the second half of the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League Match Day 18.
Welcome back to the Dansoma Carried Off Park Match Day 18. In fact, it is the only game this day, as all other previous games have already been played yesterday. This is a game, a decisive one that needs to produce a winner that would contest with Ampem Dakwan Ladies, the winners of the Northern Zone, in the grand finale on the 8th of June at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. The first period indeed ended here with Hasaacas, the away team here, in your shot with 2 goals to be good. Goals scored for them by Mukarama Abdullahi, one from the spot kick, and the second was a sheer brilliance of hers to ensure that she doubled the lead for Hasaacas and give them a good cushion as they seek forward to manage the game in the second period. Faith Ladies, the home team here, and in yellow, as you've seen them in the first half, conceded 2 goals, and here they are back on the field after a recess, after pep talks, after Ben once again reminded of their technical team, the game at hand, what they need to do things right, and how best they need to approach the second game. But football, in as much as goals can be scored in even microseconds, with Hasaacas already 2 goals to be good, Faith Ladies would have a very difficult second period. 45 minutes ahead, how best will they approach this game? In the second period, Hasaacas Ladies in green are playing from left to right, whereas Faith Ladies in yellow would be playing from right to left. It's the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League live on Max TV. And it will be Faith Ladies to get us underway here for the second period. Esther Iadom to Emanuela Johnson for Faith Ladies. Hasaacas continuing from where they left off in the first period. Faith Ladies. Huge clearance by Ruby Osei for Hasaacas Ladies. And that's a confirmation of the scoreline for you. Hasaacas 2 goals to be good. Goals from Mukarama Abdullahi. And Faith Ladies are hoping to pick that needed inspiration in order to match their desperation. Throw in to Hasaacas. Hasaacas Ladies, Mukarama Abdullahi. Mukarama doing well to find Veronica Kuma and Fidaus Yakubu. That pass was earlier not sent to her in good manner. Fatima Husseini for Hasaacas with a faulty pass that goes behind, throw it to Faith. In the second period, Faith Ladies know that they have only the next 45 minutes to find good results. Other than that, they would be giving it on silver platter to Hasaacas ladies to be at the grand finale of the Women's Premier League on the 8th of June. Free kick. Free kick. Habiba Issa to take the free kick for Hasaacas ladies. Habiba Issa for Hasaacas. Great header by Beauty Abena Julius Faith, which goes as far as where Fatima Husseini is. Belinda Ofori. Belinda creeping forward, but she loses out possession to Matilda. Hasaacas. Veronica Kuma for Hasaacas. Free kick. Belinda Ofori wins the free kick for Hasaacas ladies. Abiba Issa joined Hasaacas just when Janet Ejiri left the shores of Ghana to continue her plight in Israel. And indeed, the technical team of Hasaacas did a very good job of finding a very suitable replacement for Janet Ejiri, and that is Habiba Issa. And Habiba has indeed excelled and flourished since she joined Hasaacas. Fidaus Yakubu to take the free kick for Hasaacas ladies. She goes for the long one in the half of Faith ladies. Emanuela Johnson heads it away to safety. Jacqueline Osei tries to get possession. Free kick. Alice to Esther Yadam. Faith ladies. Jacqueline Osei. Jacqueline with a good one to Emanuela Johnson. But Vera Afo clears. Veronica Kuma. Hasaacas have done a substitution before the second period started. They have introduced Irene de Graft into the game. Efia Boedu Chumwa. 50 minutes on the clock. Faith ladies 0, Hasaacas ladies 2. Faith ladies. Jacqueline misses out on that possession for Faith. Hasaacas need to manage the game. Faith ladies need to get the goals.
With this comfortable lead for Hasaacas, they only need to manage it with the remaining minutes left here. Faith ladies have got all it takes to go out, but how possible would they be able to find antidote to 2 unanswered goals? Only time will tell. As they move forward, they have been jittery in the final third. They haven't gotten their rhythm since the blast of the whistle. They have not created enough chances to make sure they even pull a deficit or even try to get into the game. They are just not there yet. It seems today there is really a problem, something missing within the Faith ladies team, and they are yet to find their rhythm, and which Hasaacas, the experienced side, have taken advantage. They are doing everything possible. The early goals that they had in the first half have made them comfortable on this note, and there's nothing, and you can say there's no turning back. very difficult, making it difficult for Faith Ladies to be able to work their way through. In front of their home fans, it's really not working for them. It's a free kick for Faith Ladies. And Zaina Abdullah Razak will be taking that one for them. A very long one into it, but to no lack of direction for Zaina Abdullah Razak on that nose. Faith Ladies is really not on top of their game today. Something is really missing. They are yet to find it, and just from all angles, it's really not working. Really not getting on target, even with a free kick.
"52 minutes on the clock. Hasaacas on a jolly ride to the grand finale of the Women's Premier League. Faith Ladies would have to wait, perhaps, for the next season to make a difference. Vivian Kujo for Hasaacas. Throw in. The fans of Faith Ladies are so much frustrated with the way their team have not been able to attain their height in this encounter. Throw in. Comfort Owusu for Hasaacas. Fidels Yakubu. Fidels back to Comfort Owusu. It's on target. Naaku Alote, and a swift manner initiates attack for her side. Sandra Donko unable to pick for Faith, with the advantage going the way of Hasaacas on the 55th minute of the game. Fatima Fusseini. Mukarama Abdullahi to Belinda Fori. Belinda. Fidels Yakubu to Vivian Kuma. Mukarama Abdullahi back to Fidels Yakubu. Advantage. Advantage to Hasaacas Ladies. Efia Boedu Chumwa clattered into Vivian Kujo. Faith Ladies would have to defend this free kick again. The Ghana Women's Premier League was introduced by the Ghana Football Association in the year 2012. And since it was introduced, Hasaacas here, who are leading by 2-0, they have won the most titles. They've won 4 titles to their credit. Fidels Yakubu sent it back in. Corner kick to Hasaacas. The other team after Hasaacas Ladies, who have equally excelled in terms of the number of titles they have won, is Ampem Dakwan Ladies. Ampem Dakwan Ladies have won 3 titles so far. Veronica Kuma of Hasaacas. In the heart of midfield, she does so much well together with Habiba Isa. Hasaacas have Fidels Yakubu to take this corner kick for them. It's floated in. Veronica Kuma heads, but which goes as far as where Jacqueline Osei of Faith Ladies is. Faith Ladies as we approach the mark. Hasaacas are still in comfortable lead.
Faith ladies are not putting agency to this match. It seems they are just lost in this particular encounter, giving the chance to Hasaacas ladies to have room to operate or part of the pitch. You just can see really it's not flowing. They just, no communication, lack of communication within the Faith. It just seems that they've just given up. From the body language, they are just waiting to the final whistle. They have given this match on a silver platter to Hasaacas ladies, who have been dominating since the first half till now.
Corner kick swung in for Faith ladies. But the whistle has been blown by the center referee. Goal kick to Hasaacas ladies.
Grace will have all the time. Grace will have all the time in the world to have this chance on the kick.
Veronica Kuma with Emanuela Johnson. Fidelsi Yakubu. Vivian Kujo skips away beautifully. Vivian Kujo finding her way into the half. And Heather, what a beautiful goal. Belinda Fori gets her name on the score sheet for Hasaacas. Hasaacas running route here at the Dansoma Corridor Park. Beautiful goal by all standards. Vivian Kujo played with such verve. She sent in a very wonderful delivery into the half of Faith ladies. And Belinda Ofori, who was rushing towards, had a very wonderful header in order to convert. Vivian Kujo with the assist. Belinda Ofori, an assister, turns a scorer, extending the lead of Hasaacas ladies to 3. How about this creeping wonderful run by Vivian Kujo? The setup and the header. Great goal. Hasaacas 3, Faith ladies 0. Belinda Fori finally, after assisting 2 goals, gets her name on the score sheet as well as we approach the hour mark here at the Dansoma Corridor Park.
Hasaacas, the 2 ladies are really having a Rolls Royce ride here at the Dansoma Corridor Park. There is no turning back, and a comfortable lead in the first half, increasing the tally in the very second half. Look at that solo run by Vivian Kujo, and then allowing Belinda, who have been hovering in around the 18-yard box, to just have a header pounce on it. The defense of Faith ladies were just standing, watching, caught ball wanted, and then it's just that the lack of communication between these Faith ladies, as I said earlier on, there's no agency today, there's no communication, and then they have just given this match away to Hasaacas ladies, who are doing the do here at Dansoma in Accra.
Mukarama Abdullahi dashes forward once again, runs into traffic. Belinda Fori continues, but the flag goes up. Offside against Vivian Kujo. The Armac, Faith ladies 0, Hasaacas ladies 3. And as such, as things stand, we would be having another grand finale involving the 2 most glamorous clubs in the Women's Premier League. Hasaacas ladies to square it off once again with Ampem Dakwan ladies at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium on the 8th of June at 7 p.m. What a game to behold on that day.
And as you said, on that 8th of June, the difference will be cleared between Hasaacas and Ampem Dakwan. Points of correction, the coach of Hasaacas, Ampem Dakwan ladies, called me to say he has won on 4 occasions making a par with Hasaacas ladies. So it's 4-4 each on the Women's Premier League. As this time around, it will determine whether Hasaacas will go on the 5th one or Ampem Dakwa will be going on the 5th one in a row. That is Coach Nana Dakwa for you. He said he has taken the Premier League on 4 occasions as the same as the head coach of Hasaacas ladies, Coach Yusuf Basiki.
Emanuela Johnson wins free kick for Faith ladies, and the yellow card goes to Habiba Isa, who needs to be very careful not to miss the grand finale, because a red card in this game would prove very costly for Hasaacas ladies. She is a significant figure in the heart of midfield for Hasaacas ladies, and missing out in the grand finale will be a massive blow to the team. Other coaches would not risk it. Grace Banwa with a good save. With 3 goals to be good, some coaches would rather prefer substituting their best players and try manage the game for the remaining 20 minutes ahead. Vivian Kujo once again in the half of Faith ladies. Goal kick. It took a ricochet of a player of Faith ladies. And as such, the decision had to be corner kick in favor of Hasaacas ladies. Another corner kick, Belinda Ofori, the 3rd goal scorer on the day for Hasaacas, lacking in with intent in the half of Faith ladies. Goal kick. A huge grand finale altogether set for the 8th of June. And once we retreat, it means we would want this message to be absorbed by all and sundry, and those watching us, and every football loving fan, that on the 8th of June there is 2 huge games to witness at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. Faith ladies, Alice to Emanuela Johnson, but Fatima clears the ball off the foot of Faith ladies, Emanuela Johnson. 65 minutes on the clock. Faith ladies. Esther Yadom to Beauty Abena Julius. Beauty engages her goalkeeper Na Aku Alote. Na Aku Alote's effort goes as far as where her colleague goalkeeper is, Grace Banwa. So Grace Banwa on the final day of matches is also keeping a clean sheet. Alice and Faith ladies have missed the services of some very good players that they had in the team. Gifty Dramana, Mukarama Abdullah gets the ball for Hasaacas. Mukarama wins the free kick for Hasaacas ladies. If you are looking for one of those versatile strikers who have a high rate in terms of the work that they do on the field, they help in build-ups, they help in getting the goals, Mukarama Abdullah is one of those top-notch strikers in the domestic league. She is now on 10 goals so far this season, but the top scorer of the 2023-2024 season of the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League is Sewa Mponsa Ophelia, of Ampem Dakwa ladies. Fidaus Yakubu. Fidaus to take the free kick for Hasaacas ladies. Fidaus sends it in. A header goes wayward. Goal kick.
Beautiful free kick from Fidaus, and Belinda having the head to it back. Wayward, and they can have a smile today. Hasaacas ladies are just calm as a baby lying comfortably in the baby cot, enjoying and just playing what they know best. At this time, leading 3-0 here at the Calrindorf Park. It tells it all. They can afford to play any kind of football that you'll be asking them to. And they are not relaxing. They're still speeding it up. They're still making sure they go on clean sheets at the very last day as well. Faith ladies, on the other hand, it's really difficult for them today. It has been a bad day in the office for Faith ladies, in which they have it in their own hands that they could have won this just to be the first time, or just making history. It didn't work out for them, and yet it's still history for Hasaacas ladies, who continue to be dominating the southern zone.
Sandra Donko. Sandra Comfort Owusu loses out to Emanuela Johnson. Veronica Kuma. Faith ladies. Jacqueline Osei. Jacqueline to Esther Asamoah Iyadom. Esther back to Alice. Faith ladies. Efiabuedu Chumwa gives possession away to Fidaus Yakubu of Hasaacas ladies. She tries to make amends, but Hasaacas are on the loose again. Vivian Kujo against Alice London. Vivian once again sets it in, but after sending it in, Na Aku Alote gathers. 70 minutes on the clock.
Hasaacas operating on the right side have been left freely to operate, and then they are having their chances right there. They are not closing them down, leaving every spaces for them just to operate and have a while away time. This cross shouldn't have been allowed to cross, and they needed to be blocking. But it's just that 3 goes down, I think, is a long way for Faith ladies to be coming, but they are just trying to manage to the end of it. But how can they? Maybe, who knows? Football goals can flow in every second. As they are doing, they need to put in much effort, at least just to reduce the deficit to be for them, not to go just with a clean sheet away.
We had a similar encounter last season at the Jendu Park when these two sides met, and that was equally on the final day of round of matches for the 2022-2023 season. And that was when Hasaacas had that important goal. They had only one goal at the Jendu Park, and that brought them to the grand finale of the Women's Premier League, of which they lost subsequently to Ampem Dakwa ladies at the Dr. Chase Sports Complex. And that was in the Ashanti region. But for the 2024 season, the grand finale would be taking place in the capital, precisely at the University of Ghana. The two teams would have to travel and be here in the capital and contest. Jacqueline for Faith ladies. Throw in to Hasaacas ladies. And Faith have only 18 minutes on the clock to make one of those remarkable comebacks ever in football. Vivian Kuma to Vivian Kujo. Faith Ladies, Emanuela Johnson. Efiaboedu Chumwa. Comfort Usu to Mukarama Abdullah. Mukarama gets a sight of goal, but this time around she couldn't get the finishing right. One of those players who are monstrously good when it comes to goal scoring.
The composure wasn't right for Mukarama on that note. Has to just balloon the ball anywhere it would do at this particular time. They are just leading, and with these 3 goals, she has 2 to her sleeve. One from the spot kick, and then on the 26th minute, that was the second goal for Mukarama, taking her tally to 10 goals in this season Women's Premier League. Up on the top goal scorers, just the top goal scorer for Hasaacas Ladies, and then taking her tally to 10. As you can see, she has been instrumental in this very Malta Guiness Premier League as she made a return to Ghana to apply her trade with Hasaacas Ladies.
Free kick to Hasaacas. Fidaus Yakubu na Aku Alote at the end of it. Gathering for Faith initiates a swift attack, but Hasaacas always have the numbers up front and in defense. It's always difficult to catch Hasaacas unaware. Faith Ladies. Jacqueline Osei. A consolation goal for Faith would help matters if Yabuedu Chumwa, but Sandra couldn't get it. Esther Yadom for Faith. Esther has support from Sandra. Goal kick. Goal kick. That strike there earlier from Zanira Abdul Razak. Indeed, it lacked that sufficient accuracy in order to have given Faith Ladies the consolation goal.
Vivian Kujo on the turf will seek for medics to attend to her. And the confirmation of the 4 titles that Ampem Dakwa have won in the Women's Premier League. They won in 2015-2016 season, the 2017-2018 season, and then 2021-2022 season, and then just last year 2022-2023 season, all won single-handedly by Coach Joe Nana Adakwa, as well as Coach Yusuf Bazigi also have won on 4 occasions. So this time around, Esther, who wins the 5th one as it stands?
Grace Banwa for Hasaacas Ladies. Grace Banwa to Fatima Husseini. Fatima Husseini for Hasaacas. Belinda Ofori with a chase. We are in the last quarter of this game, the 2023-2024 season of the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League. All stakeholders who have been involved since the season began in the month of October. They have done so much work to ensure that the game had all the support that it needed. Substitution for Hasaacas Ladies. Fidaus Yakubu, a key player any day, any time for Hasaacas. She paves the way for Abigail Sechua to take over her position. The Ghana Football Association, through its competition department and the women's football decks, have really done a yeoman's job to ensure that this season ran smoothly as expected. There were no any form of hooligan acts in any of the centers so far this season. And that tells you how tremendously good and incredible all the teams have aspired in order to ensure that women football enjoy the sanity that it deserves. Belinda Fori with a half volley. Pitch goes straight into the arms of Na Aku Alote. And this is a day that Faith ladies will love to forget, because they thought they could have caused an upset, but they ended up bent stand. And that is what football does. Again, pregnant with lots of uncertainties. Veronica Kuma for Hasaacas. Mukarama Abdullahi loses out to Faith ladies, but they make amends of getting the possession back. Vivian Kujo. Vivian still with possession. It's goal kick. Vivian Kujo has been that super sub for Hasaacas. Since her introduction, she has assisted in a goal. Yusuf Bazigi, a coach that took over Hasaacas ladies in the year 2002. More than 2 decades in charge of a team.
When it comes to women's football in Ghana, you cannot talk about women's football in Ghana without talking about Coach Yusuf Bazigi. Through the ranks of the Black Princesses, extremely well in Africa and in the continent as well. No doubt. Her reign success was the All-African Games which took place in Ghana just a couple of months ago. Won gold for the princesses. So a credit and the local scene of Hasaacas. Everywhere you see Yusuf Bazigi, he's always dominating.
Minutes, Hasaacas with a chance to make sure that they get another goal. On the day that the game was dubbed to be a decisive, it turns out to be a game that one team would run route. Hasaacas, it's on target. Na Aku, the recipient, doing well in that regards. Veronica Kuma. How many times would you mention her name? No ball passes her by in the heart of midfield.
Strong.
Her partnership with Abiba Isa have really been very solid.
They have really taken over the midfield of Hasaacas, making sure all the operations that was done wasn't negotiated. They have made sure everything has gone in their favor. Talk about the pillars, especially the midfielders of Hasaacas. They've got 5 midfielders.
Faith ladies, Emanuela Johnson for Faith. Comfort Owusu with that swift recovery run to ward off that attack of Faith. When Hasaacas lose out, they win possession in seconds. Your ability as a team to keep the ball helps you to manage the game. It also helps you to have your opponent rightly rooted at where you want it to be. And that has been that huge advantage of Hasaacas over Faith ladies. Faith ladies, beautifully swung in for Faith. Habiba Isa gets the ball off the foot of Sandra Donko. She had the control right just when she was about to come up with a strike. Habiba Isa. Oh my goodness.
Esther, could you forward this to a bad day in the office for Faith ladies? Because it seems things are really not working out for them. Nothing is really working out for them today at this very grounds for Faith ladies. A bit of chances that they created is really not working well. Look at this awkward move, and you can see Hasaacas will have one man down, but they will still probe. It has been easy for Hasaacas ladies. Things are really working out for them. They had the early goals, and then they had every chance in this game too. Faith ladies.
Faith with a chance to get a consolation, but as often as always, Grace Banwa with the huge presence to deny Faith ladies that consolation. Alice sends it back in. Goal kick. Grace Banwa drink it in. A solid goalkeeper in the domestic league. Substitution for Faith ladies. Jacqueline Osei. Jacqueline has been taken off. Jacqueline is going together with Esther Asamoah Iyadom. Falila to Abubakar, and then Sarah Hamble Ayimedu are coming in for the next 6 minutes, plus the possible additional time. Hasaacas have also introduced Mary Opoku Indali. Mary Opoku Indali was that player that had that important goal for them a season ago at the Jendu Park when these two teams met. Sandra Donko. And once again, Grace Banwa will just have to.
The fans will have something to cheer about.
You know, incidents like this normally reminds me of this famous song. For the remaining 5 minutes, as one of the great musicians in the country would say, in the local dialect, that can hear hand to mouth. To connote the remaining minutes for Hasaacas, obviously, would be for the players to enjoy themselves. The game and the results have been gotten. 2 crucial goals for Hasaacas in the first opening period, and 1 in the second half.
Faith ladies on the search for an equalizer, and Grace Banwa can afford to come out. Look at where a goalkeeper just can afford to just come out, join the midfield to have that kind of play. It's sometimes just amazing to see if everything goes on well for you and your team, and then you're having that 3 goal to your sleeve. You can just afford to play at any given point. This is when you see players as utility players. They can operate at every given point of the field. And then Indali on that ball. Great ladies can afford just to have one-on-one touch and one-on-one play, interpositional play. Yet, would it manifest into getting or pulling or reducing the deficit? Not to avail. Hasaacas ladies. All joy. It's just that they have the energy. Once you are winning, every player on the pitch have the energy to just get it going. As the goalkeeper joins in. Leading the clean sheet of the goalkeepers, Grace Banwa has gotten 1 again to her sleeve. In the latter part, they're thinking things were going to be difficult, they were going to be nervous, traveling all the way from Sekondi Takoradi to Accra. But football on this time has smiled on them, and they can afford. I guess if football could allow all substitutes to be on the field of play at any given point, then Hasaacas would have been doing all changes. Great ladies. Couldn't come to the party today in front of their home fans. They were expecting much more. But bad day in the office for them. They can afford to display for their fans to have it here, but not banging goals for them to enjoy that winnings. I think that they were advocating, thinking they could have been the first time just topping the southern zone. Just Faith ladies really not working for them, the ball over, and they will have to defend not to concede more. And the captain Beauty was in pain, but had to pull herself together back into the game. It's a throw-in for them, quickly taken. They have a chance here. Would there going to be one pullback? No, just a no. 90 minutes is over. 5 minutes added. The goalkeeper for Hasaacas. 5 minutes for Faith ladies to find answers to these 3 unanswered goals. And ascendancy couldn't find the target. Wayward. Grace Banwa can afford the remaining minutes. 4 minutes, and we'll start the attack from behind. From defense, Abiba on the ball. Mukarama joins in. Defense drop in, a utility player. Would they count for Faith ladies? A consolation not to avail. The defense of Hasaacas solid, calmly taking all loose balls that comes in and around the penalty box area. Time is almost up. This is how we end the season of the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League 2023-2024 season here at the Randolph Park, where Hasaacas ladies have maintained and defended the Southern Zone title, and they will be meeting Ampem Dakwa. This is going to be the 4th time these two teams are meeting in the finale. Hasaacas lifting 1, Ampem Dakwa lifting 2, and did it back-to-back with the FA Cup as well. And this time around, both of them are out of the FA Cup. Police ladies and Army ladies will be battling for the FA Cup. That was a chance and wasn't accurate for the language. Falilatu Abubakar, experienced goalkeeper from Hasaacas ladies, has been with them since the session in last 3 seasons when they went to CAF, represented the country in the media edition of the Women's CAF Championship. Grace was the keeper, and most of the players that season have left the shores of Ghana. But there were 2 notable players last season, and then Mukarama will find a way. Is it going to be another goal? And that was done beautifully, and then Clyde, just the captain couldn't afford the 4th goal. Just look at the build-up, just look at the pace and the control of Mukarama, just in between the legs of goalkeeper Akualote, and then he took the captain of the side, Beauty Abna Julius, to clear that defense. It's a corner kick for Hasaacas ladies, and then just grabbed by Akualote, saved by the ball. Just some few seconds more to go, and Hasaacas, the Hasmal ladies, will do the do. Wait, ladies, it seems there's a little energy left for them, and they can just afford a throw-in. It's just a corner kick, and they will have to do that by themselves. It's a throw-in. Quickly taken, trying to find answers. Is it going to be whipped? That was a good. And then just that they just can't find antidote, but they have quickly taken a quick one, and Grace Banwa is called to the tax. Save them. Is it going to be the last? This is Belinda. It's all over here at the Randolph Park.
Hasaacas ladies came all the way to the capital to conquer. Fed ladies sat in the capital and conceded 3 goals. And they were Hasaacas had to prove their weight and let everyone know that indeed they are not only a dominant team domestically, but they have the charisma and the character to produce results when needed. Hasaacas ladies 3 on the day, Fed ladies 0, and as such Hasaacas are on the way to the grand finale of the Women's Premier League for the 4th consecutive time. Hasaacas through Mukarama Abdullahi as well as Belinda Fori's goals, they are through to the grand finale, and they would face Ampem Dakwa ladies on the 8th of June at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. That game is at 7 p.m. But before then will be the Women's Premier League, the Women's FA Cup grand finale. Fed ladies would have to wait next season and try and find a better standing at the end of the season. But until then, it ends here the final game for the match, the 18th of the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League for the 2023-2024 season. Faith Ladies 0, Hasaacas Ladies 3. This is how the second half started after Hasaacas have already gotten 2 goals in the first half. Efiabwedu Chumwa for Faith Ladies tried to set up Emanuela Johnson, but the able defense of Hasaacas did the job and avoided conceding goals. After trailing, they knew that in the second half they needed to up their games, create the chances and cause havoc, but Faith Ladies, even through this free kick, couldn't trouble goalkeeper Grace Bauer. Comfort Owusu sent in another one which Naakua Lote had to save for Faith. And the introduction of Vivian Kujo for Hasaacas saw her Benetton in the flesh of the defense of Hasaacas. And this was one of those runs that she crept forward to set up Belinda Ofori, who was running towards the goalpost. And she came in with that looping header, which she beautifully converted to make it 3 goals for Hasaacas. A goal that is so much celebrated. Mukarama Abdullah here setting up Belinda Ofori once again before they nearly had the 4th goal. Grace Bauer, despite being called to actions on some number of occasions, she never disappointed her team and came out with those needed and crucial saves. Vivian Kujo here, the super sub, causing havoc and chaos in the defense of Faith. Fidaus Yakubu swung this in, but for the first time they failed to find it on target. Mukarama Abdullah with another attempt which wasn't on target. And Fidaus, on the day before she was substituted, indeed helped her side to win this game. One of those occasions that Grace Bauer had to make herself bigger enough to keep Faith Ladies at arm's length. A pass here which found its way to the feet of Mukarama nearly allowed Hasaacas to get the 4th goal, but for that on-the-line clearance by Faith Ladies. It ends here at the Dansuma carried off park. Faith Ladies 0, Hasaacas Ladies 3. Over to Nafisa for the post-match interviews.
All over here at the Dansuma Karinda Park, where the two ladies have beaten the Faith Ladies by 3 goals to 0. I have here the winning coach here with me, Coach Ivazigi. How do you always do it?
Well, this particular match, we attach so much importance to it because we can only get to finals if we're able to beat them. We needed to win or draw, but we were not looking at drawing them, but rather to win. And the girls really lived up to expectation.
How did you psych up your girls coming all the way to the capital, because it was a heavy one indeed, and how did you prepare the girls towards this game?
Well, I made them aware that their destiny is in their own hands so far as this game is concerned. So they should do all that they can and then pick what we taught them at training and then execute it in the match. And I think that they did almost that.
So does it sum up that you have no competitor in the Southern Zone?
Well, this has been a very tough season. In fact, at a point in the first round, we're leading about 9 points. But in the second round, they closed up. You could see that Army and Faith Ladies were our serious contenders. But at a point, Army dropped and the Faith Ladies never gave up until today.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you very much.
So that is the winning coach for you, Coach Yusuf Bazigi, showing us the tactics and how He prepared the girls for this most important match, and he's got his own colleagues here with me, Coach Raymond Fanny. Coach, Faith ladies couldn't come to the party today. What really happened?
Well, there are factors, and I'm very, very happy with the players because throughout the season we have played with 13 capable players, and unfortunately this match we had a very serious injury and then three yellow cards. So we are forced to make a tactical change. So you could see that in the second half, the latter part, we have to force the one playing centre back to come forward because she has been leading the attack. But because of these unforeseen circumstances, we have to force her to go back. So it is what happened that affected the entire structure of the team, which of course, if you are a coach and you are playing with a weaker side and you don't take advantage, then. But unfortunately, this is how it happened because of the two cautions and then the injury that affected our whole team play.
I hope there will be a better luck next time.
Definitely,
All right.
We'll come
Thank
back.
you, Coach.
Thank you very much.
So I have here the woman of the match, Belinda, giving an assist and getting a goal here at the calendar. Belinda, and then with team, no, sign and we see a prepare who are more about this crucial match.
That's it. Yeah, but no, you prepare because near any police, near any easy about draw. See, they say I dream pass, say, your body are young friend, you're very winning. Nina me Adam, so you're winning.
Then I bet my kafa and never assist any goal now when you're Emma Hasaacas eating Kunin.
Me that Hasaacas do me do BBRC. Game no net a tough by Nina idea, said I mean, Uncle Pon, because coach catch him say, Minya Bona, Min Qua anymore. Min push it, Nami Franco inside. I know been your penalty and I been your go by with the radiations. Me, yes, and me, tea coach, you know. You didn't say go. Nah, see, many best of the player. That's
my team, and congratulations and so Emma team. So that has been the woman of the match. It has been all joy for the two ladies, all the way from secondary Takrade to still dominate the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League Southern Zone. It has been Hasaacas who will be heading on the league leaders or going all the way to meet Apim Dakwa in the final on the 8th of June. We will be meeting you on the 8th of June at the Legon Stadium with the grand finale of the Malta Guiness Women's Premier League 2023-2024 season. It has been me, Nafisa, and the rest of the crew from Karinda Park. It's a bye for now.
The Super Clash, the Battle of the Giants, Clash of the Regions, the big match. Whatever you call it, some things never change. The passion, the energy, the suspense, the excitement, the goals, the celebrations. This Sunday is Kotoko versus Hearts at the Babayara Sports Stadium. Build up from 1:30 p.m. Kickoff is at 3. Live and exclusive on Star Times Channel 247. This is the Ghana Premier League. Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
Max TV. Sports, entertainment, and more.